comes in. It's not going to let me start my camera until I go off of this one. So all right, so it looks like I have some people coming in. My camera is not going to allow me to let you into the Zoom, or you're not going to be able to see me until I come off of here. All right, see you, Brooke. All right, who else is joining? Does everybody have the Zoom link? Admit, Heather, welcome. Whoop, whoop. Hooray. Okay, I'm going off the live now. I'll see all of you in the Zoom. Woohoo, this is super exciting.
I'm here.
Hello, lovelies. How are you all? Oh my goodness, welcome. Hooray, hooray. Hey, hey. Hi, Jen. Hi, Heather. Hey, Brooke.
Hey, ladies.
And you can feel free to unmute and say hello. Say hi. I would love to chat.
Hello. At the water, baby.
Gorgeous. Wow, Jen, that's gorgeous.
I know, it's so peaceful.
Why don't I hear you guys?
Can you hear me? Did you unmute? I can hear you.
My speaker is failing me. One sec. Okay, now can somebody please say hello so I know I can hear you, because my speaker automatically turned off for some reason.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, now I can hear all your beautiful voices. Yay. Okay, so much happier now. I was like, oh my God, where did everybody go? Oh, we have more people waiting to enter. I better let them in. Admit, admit. All right. Welcome. Hi, Keisha. So good to see you. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh, I love the vibe of Zoom. You know what? I might just be like, hey guys, we're gonna do like Zooms, and then we're gonna be able to like see like visual guides in the trainings and things like that. I don't know. I'm more visual, and if that makes everybody happier, I will totally do it. Otherwise, we can do the lives, no problem. So we can vote. Hi, Amber, welcome. Okay, so here we go. I am going to share my screen because we have something very exciting. Okay, how was everybody's day?
Good. Just super loungy. It's raining here, so just been in the jammies all day. My daughter's taking a nap, so I'm taking full advantage of journaling and doing some time management stuff.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. What were you journaling on, if we can ask?
Yeah, of course. No, I was one of the group programs I'm currently in, we're doing childhood trauma stuff. So I was getting a little deep and dark. So it's nice to be in a fun group doing something a little different right now.
That's really beautiful. And
Yeah.
it is very important to do the hard stuff. I mean, when you do the hard stuff and you ask the hard questions, it gives you the opportunity and the ability to move past it and kind of remove the blocks. It's not easy. But I am a huge believer in when we are doing our personal development to not recreate trauma bonding to our past experiences. And sometimes, if we're not careful, we kind of go into taking the scab off of the wound that's already healing. And so it's really important to be aware of where you're at and what needs to be brought up and what needs to be laid away as that part is healing. And I'm not going to take the scab off of the wound. How are you feeling? Are you okay? You doing good? You feel secure and everything?
Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful.
Last week was really, really tough. I had like a lot of like, I don't want to say like depressive type days, but I just felt very depleted of energy by the time I was done writing and acknowledging and working through some of the things, you know, that I was writing about. So it was really hard, but I'm definitely feeling much more of like light at the end of the tunnel right now. So, oh, my daughter
Oh,
just woke up from her nap. Hi.
oh, how old is your little one again? Oh my goodness.
She'll be 2 in June.
What a dolly. She's so cute.
You say
Yeah,
hi?
hi. I love the little red cheeks. It always means that they had a
Right.
good nap, right? It's like I slept so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do side by side mode. Um, and I should be able to share the screen.
Hey, Krista, I just wanted to give you a little shout out and say thank you for sharing that too, because I'm going through some very similar things right now in terms of letting go and releasing wounds with my mom and my sister. So I
Yeah.
am with you there.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's definitely worth it. You know, like once you start, I can definitely feel shifts because like my mom's relationship, my relationship with my mom has changed tremendously since I've done some of the work that I've been doing. So once you get through the hard crap, you know, it starts to feel a lot easier. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
of course.
That is so beautiful. And ladies, this is why I do what I do, because I'm very different from a lot of other mentors and coaches, healers, psychics. I'm very different in the sense that I am a nurturer and I believe in the truth of having a community and being able to know that you can show up vulnerably where you are at and be supported without judgment. And when we hear that a lot, oh, no judgment zone, there's no judgment zone. We know how judgy those non-judgment zones are. We feel it and we can sense it, and we all are here because we do have spiritual gifts, and obviously every single person has the ability to intuitively tap in and be like, I'm sensing this vibe coming off. Like I know that this vibe is off-putting to me and it's not, something's not sitting right. And what I am creating and why this 5-day retreat was even brought about was because I took a huge leap of faith in resigning a very successful, stable corporate career. I was a top sales and marketing campaign director and for Costco actually, and would do a 12-day campaign and do 3.5 million in sales for just our store in our region. We would wipe out other numbers from like 10 years. They're like, how did you do this? How did you do this? And I realized that my gift, I was so afraid to come out and share my story because me sharing my story shows me messy. It will show. And as you spend these next 5 days with me, you're going to learn that I am you and you are me. And there's going to be parts of my story that you are going to look at and be like, that is me. And there's going to be parts of your story that I'm going to look at and go, that is me. And the beauty of coming together is when you learn how to awaken the true desires that your soul has been gifted with. So your gift, your abilities, they're inside, and they are meant to be given to the world so that you can take care of your family, so that you can enjoy life, and so that you can have pleasure and every other aspect that you are desiring, whether it's love, whether it's paying off debt, whether it's buying a home, whether it is saying, I can give my children whatever they ask for because I don't even think about the money in the bank. Or my child wants this kind of birthday party and I don't have to budget for 7 months and hope that I can make it happen. And I realized that I was building empires in the corporate world and bringing in millions of dollars to the corporate world with my skill set. And yet I was still living paycheck to paycheck. I was still struggling. I was still hurting. And yes, being in the corporate world and having that career was a huge leap from where I was 4 years ago, but still that corporate career was keeping me in a place of building another person's empire. And I realized that the only thing I needed to do was to hone in on my gift and use it to be the foundation of everything I wanted to bring about in my life. And the biggest thing that I wanted to bring about in my life was community. Because when we serve, when we give, my motto is make more money so you can give more money. Make more money so that you can do the charities and the dreams you had as a child. You wanted to build that orphanage. You wanted to support that child in Africa and have a relationship with that child. You wanted to give your children cultural experience. You wanted all of those wants from a child. They're still in us. And when I love to ask this question, and we can go around the room real quick and ask, what did you want to be? What was that first aha as a child when you were like, I am going to be, for me, it was, I always said, I'm going to be a heart surgeon. I want to be a heart surgeon. And I swore I was going to become a doctor. I was going to be a heart surgeon. And I had no idea at the time that really it was my guides telling me, you're going to do heart surgery through a spiritual aspect. And the surgery is going to be so much more beautiful because the surgery is going to be true healing. And there doesn't have to be death in the process, you know what I mean? Or tons of blood everywhere. And it's so scary to think about growing personally and spiritually because we go, I don't know if I want to do this because I know it might be painful, or I don't know if I'll be able to handle it, or will I be able to face who I truly am? Let's see, check the messages here. Brooke, loving the sisterhood. Me too. I taught customer service for Apple. I wanted to be the first female Blue Angel jet pilot. How crazy is that? I love it. That is so cool, Brooke. Heather, what was your first like aha as a child? Like, I want to be.
Oh, it's hard. One of my struggles in life is I never had any clue what I wanted to be. What I wanted to do. But I like everything. I love dancing and gymnastics and swimming, and I wanted to swim with the orcas at SeaWorld, which now that I'm informed, no, I would never do. But kept keeping me active and everything. But I've been all over the place.
Hello.
Oh, who's next?
It's Christine.
Hi, Christine. Welcome.
Yeah, sorry, I had trouble getting on.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry. Sometimes it doesn't pop up right away that people are in the waiting room and then they've been waiting for a minute. So I apologize if I didn't see it as well.
That's okay. Welcome. I wasn't sure.
Welcome. We are talking about the aha as a child and what was something that when you were a child was like that aha moment of I want to be this person. And I was sharing how when I was a child, I was about 7 years old and I was like, I'm going to be a heart surgeon. And I swore I was going to be a doctor. I was going to be a heart surgeon. And the beautiful essence of it all is I had no idea that my spiritual guides were going to lead me to be a true, heart surgeon in the spiritual sense, but it didn't have to bring about any death or blood all over the walls or anything like that. It can actually be a gentle healing process. So we were just sharing about our aha as a child and who we wanted to be. Uh-oh. I think she got frozen. I think you're muted.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No worries. There you are.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I didn't know if you were talking, I needed to be muted. No.
Nope, you're good. Who did you want to be as a child when you grew up? Don't we all love tech sometimes? Let's see. Christine, yours is still kind of freezing. So I'm going to move to Jen. We'll let yours kind of have a second to get acclimated into the group. Maybe it just needs a minute. And then we will come back to you and we will find out who you wanted to be. Jen, who did you want to be when you were a child?
This is kind of funny. The first thing that popped into my mind is I used to watch the Oprah show as a kid, and I used to love how she could like buy her entire audience like all of these like gifts. She just like gave them away just because.
Yes.
And I just thought that was so generous. I was like, I just want to buy people things just because I have enough money and I can just buy them and give them. I want to give gifts to people, like big gifts, just because with no strings attached. So that's what came to mind.
I found your nickname for the next 5 days. You're going to be called the Sugar Queen. And we're going to remember that. You want to be the Sugar Queen.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it. Jen and I go way back, actually. We're quite good friends. So I feel comfortable saying that.
Yes. Yes, you can. I accept.
I love it. Brooke, can you hear us? Brooke, you wanted to be the female Blue Angel jet pilot. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Oh, she said, Brooke just shared in the chat, you know the Oprah meme that goes, and you get one, and you get one, and you get one. She was sharing that. And let's see, Amber, can you hear us? And would you like to share who you wanted to be when you were young?
When I was young, I always wanted to be in the healthcare field, like a pediatrician or OBGYN. Ever since I can remember, that's always been what I wanted to be. And right now, I'm actually a labor and delivery nurse.
Very cool. That is a busy job, and it's very demanding. I worked as a doula for almost 7 years, and labor and delivery is quite intensive. So I send you a lot of love, and I definitely connect to your heart and your soul and desire. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's very taxing. It can be tiring.
Yes, it is very tiring, and it's hard on your body as well.
Yes, it is. Being up on your feet all the time and the bending over and, the positioning and the supporting and the emotional, because not every birth is pretty. Yes, it's definitely a journey. So I send you so much love for being that person for people. Thank you for sharing. Andy, can you hear us?
I can.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm so good. It's so good to
Uh,
hear your voice. It's been a
I'm so
minute.
excited to be here with you.
Yes, so excited. So tell me, who did you want to be when you were little?
Oh, I always wanted to be a doctor.
To be a doctor. Look at this correlation, you all.
Yeah. Yep. We're all here to heal the world, right?
That's very true. And I always love it because those of us that have a heart to serve and have a heart to give and care for people, or we have a desire to experience adventure in a different way, we're typically more of an empath, and we typically have more of a sensitive into nature to a humanity. And so it's really beautiful to see the connection when we talk about spirituality and we talk about spiritual business and how to use our gifts in business and be able to have a supporting income. It really comes from this beautiful place of desiring to serve humanity. Christine, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Oh, I think Christine's frozen
I
again.
hope you can hear me now.
Oh, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, because I keep saying I have low bandwidth, so I don't know what's going on my computer, but I always wanted to be a veterinarian when I was a kid.
Oh, wow. I absolutely love it. Being connected to the animals is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, and what do you do now?
Yeah, my love for animals. And what?
What do you do now?
Well, I'm on a new journey because I've been a caregiver for my dad for like the last 10 years. So I quit work probably like 7 or 8 years ago. So he wouldn't have to go in a home. So it was full-time caregiver.
Wow.
And now it's new beginnings in all areas of my life.
Absolutely. Welcome. I'm super excited to see your journey and what unfolds for everyone. Okay. It's absolutely beautiful.
Okay,
I want to, let's see if I can get my screen to share. Share screen. All right, full screen mode, right? And then how do I just make it happen? Automatically. Okay, so back. Okay, now I'm in the share screen. I don't know why I'm not seeing. Is there another place I have to go to share my screen? Let's see here. Do, do, do. Oops. Now where did I go?
I just looked it up on Google. It just says just choose the screen you want to share and click share. And it should pop up.
Okay. I see it says share screen. I'm under settings. Maybe that's the wrong one. Let's see.
While viewing a shared screen, click on view options.
You guys see me? I don't even know where I went.
Now I see your picture.
You had it. Go back to what you just did.
Yeah.
Oh, I had it?
Yeah.
Oh, bums. Okay.
There you go. Right there.
Okay, I'm
Can you
sharing
see
my
me?
screen.
Yes. It has your picture on it. Yes.
Where?
Oh, I don't like how I can't see what you guys see.
You can't see it?
Okay, but you guys can see this. You guys can
It
see this.
says, love you are. Love who you
Oh,
are.
no. I'm talking about my screen. Oh, here we go. I'm screen sharing now.
Okay.
I think you guys should be able to see that I have my
Yeah.
screen here. Okay.
Yeah,
You're
we can
good.
see the moons.
All my moons. Okay. So, woo! Here we are. I am super excited to share with you this release for you guys. This is very special. It is just for you guys. I have a dear friend who she's actually going to be selling this book in her Etsy shop now, and I let her put in her information and everything, but she worked with me. I kind of told her what I wanted. And then she was like, okay, let me put it all together for you. And it's absolutely beautiful. So this is going to be something that you guys will have even after our 5-day experience, but it's really beautiful because you can look at it whenever you just are desiring some magic dust and desiring to kind of give yourself a little bit of inspiration. So here you will see the little letter that I wrote, read to you. Hello, unicorn soul, your magic awaits. This is the table of contents. And you can print this out. It's really beautiful. I can also see, but I do have a printing company that I work with. So if you guys want a paperback copy that's bound and you want the worksheets all together, let me know. I'm more than happy to check out pricing for you and just have it sent to you in true book form as well. So unicorns don't give a shit. They don't hide their bold colors. They don't dim their shine for horses. They color the world so bright that their glitter falls over everyone. So we're going to kind of chat. I kind of wanted to go over this first worksheet together about your dimmed colors and your bold colors. And this will really kind of be an icebreaker and ability to kind of start seeing the vulnerability in each other and allow us to really open up the next 5 days to being very open and willing for the growth that we need and desire in our life. The most beautiful thing in spiritual growth is the opportunity to say, I am going to open my heart and soul, and I am going to allow every part of me to be seen. Because when we no longer fear any part of ourselves being seen, it automatically gives us the ability and the power to not be afraid of stepping into our beauty and our truth and our authenticity. It no longer allows us to feel shame. It also helps to release imposter syndrome, which we are going to talk about. Honestly, the word imposter syndrome kind of drives me insane, but it is a true feeling of, oh my gosh, I've up-leveled, my mindset's here. I know what I can teach and offer, but I'm not quite here financially. Or I'm here financially, but I don't feel like my mindset or I have enough to teach what I have done. And so I feel kind of like I'm being a fraud because, yes, I brought in the income, but I don't know exactly how to explain how I did it. And I don't know how to take people there, or I don't know how to share that it was my spiritual gifts. And so we're going to really talk about how you share with the world what your gift is and how you offer it to the world. So we're going to go over how sometimes our colors, our shine, our beauty, our gift is dimmed, and what our boldness looks like and how that's going to look for us over the next 5 days. This is a beautiful worksheet. The next worksheet, Unicorns Celebrate. So every accomplishment matters from big to small. Unicorns throw glitter for every occasion. I am an absolute huge fan and supporter of celebrating the big and the small in life. And you can celebrate that you woke up and you had hot water this morning and it wasn't shut off because they were doing some work down the street, or there was a storm that took your electricity for 5 days. Or you can celebrate that you had an amazing conversation with your child, or you can celebrate that you asked for the raise, or you had the conversation with the coworker and there had been this conflict and you were able to reach them and have a conversation to help kind of heal that aspect of the relationship. Celebration should be for every occasion in your life. We are in a world where we don't celebrate the joys, even the small joys, but we have become very focused on the negatives and the problems, or even sometimes we become so focused on the inconveniences. And sometimes our inconveniences are so small, but it's like, oh my gosh, I missed that red light and now I'm going to be pissed for the next, 15 minutes. And it's really making a decision. Are you going to celebrate and allow your glitter and shine for the good things and the accomplishments that you've made in every area of your life? So this worksheet is for you to sit down and look at and be like, okay, what are these different areas? My health, my self-love, my family, my relationship, my education, my occupation, the time I've invested in my personal growth, in my mindset, in other certifications, extracurriculars. What are the aspects of my life that I am going to see as accomplishments and I'm going to celebrate? And so I would absolutely love for you all to I'm going to send this all to you so you can print it out, or you can just write, health, self-love. And if we take a picture of what we write out, I am going to share mine as well, because just because I am leading the group or I am sharing the story and the message, I am very much involved in the process. I am an embodiment of every aspect that I teach. I will never ask you to do something that I have not done or will not do with you. So that is the beauty of working with me and being a part of this retreat. The next is, really celebrate. So we reflect on our accomplishments. They can be great, but how do we celebrate how far you have come? There's magic that you have created in your life, and you deserve freaking glitter for that. You deserve to take a moment to think about how far have you already come in your spiritual journey. Have you ever truly allowed yourself to celebrate these accomplishments? Why or why not? I know for me, the first time that I evaluated this question, I realized that I didn't allow myself to celebrate the accomplishments that I had already made in life, because I was so focused on the next goal, the next place of my desires. And so I'm very goal oriented, and I am very passionate about reaching those goals, especially when I found myself as a single mother with 3 children. And I never took a moment to celebrate, oh my goodness, look what I have created. I have a home for my children. Oh my goodness, look at this job I was able to bring in and take care of my family. I didn't sit down and celebrate those things because I was so focused on the next and the bigger. And so it's really good to evaluate for a moment your already accomplished accomplishments and give yourself a little bit of celebration for that. And when you do that, it really allows you to harness this positive emotion that whether your accomplishments are big and small, we are going to kind of disassociate from the human side of us that allows the dwelling on the negative. And sometimes that comes from the way we are raised. Sometimes that comes from the trauma and the experiences we've had in life. We have come to a place where we just have more of this negative energy around our day-to-day life. And we aren't going to spend our energy on the negative. We aren't going to spend our energy taking the scabs off of wounds. We're not going to spend our energy in that area. Are we going to heal in big ways? Yes. Over these next 5 days, you are going to heal in big ways. You are going to find your expression of self in a much bigger, positive way. But we are not going to focus or dwell or get into negative mindset and negative energy. So you are being granted permission to freaking celebrate. And I want you to share your celebrations. I'm going to put a post in the group that's going to be #celebrations. And under that post, every day, any day, whenever you desire, you can come in there and celebrate yourself. Allow us to all celebrate you as a community. Allow us to throw you some fun gifts and some fun celebrations. And I am going to be offering a fun little prize at the end of the 5 days for the women who really came in and shared their celebrations throughout the week. And every single woman that shows up daily to express her celebrations will receive a little gift from me at the end of the 5 days. So we are also going to look at how can you celebrate yourself? Think about ways that you can treat yourself. And I want you to kind of focus on this for a moment. And I would love you to share this in the group about your celebration of self. What is something that you could treat yourself to that you've been putting off? Because it's just easier to say tomorrow, or it's easier to say maybe when my schedule's more free, or it's easier to say I don't have time tonight to do that, so, or this week, so I'm going to do it next week. And then it becomes something that you never do. What is an item that would bring you happiness? Would it be a night out? Would it be self-care time? Would it be a massage? Would it be acupuncture? Would it be having a hypnotherapist give you a session? What is it that would really be able to give you that celebration of self and that time to feel yourself celebrating you? And I want to pause on that for a moment. I would love to hear anything coming up for you ladies. Let's have a conversation around that, if anyone would like to. Everybody good?
Yes, I've started to celebrate myself. I recently treated myself to a very nice massage.
Yes. Oh, that is so wonderful.
Yeah.
Those
and
are beautiful.
it was something I really couldn't do, taking care of my dad. Most of my time was just off, maintaining him, and it's like now that I don't know what to do with myself because I have so much time on my hands too,
Well, you're about to be very busy, my love, creating your next masterpiece in the world. So
yeah,
hang on, because we're going to be creating some magic, okay? But I love that you've taken that time and went and gave yourself a massage. And oh, we have some more people ask. Let's see, we have some chats. Let me see.
Okay.
Brooke says, I don't celebrate. My husband has a way of making my accomplishments seem not enough, so I don't share. Brooke, I feel you. I see you. And you are in this group where you are going to freaking celebrate yourself. We are going to celebrate you. And we are going to take you to that next level of joy in your accomplishments. I do want to remind each and every one of you gorgeous ladies that no one has the power to make us feel any sort of way. Usually we feel a sort of way by our own triggers, our own traumas, our own experiences. But when you are freaking proud of yourself, be freaking proud of yourself. Don't let anybody navigate that emotion for you. And you are now in a group where you get to freaking celebrate yourself every single day for your accomplishments and receive a special prize at the end of the 5 days just for celebrating yourself. Anyone else want to share?
Yeah, this is Heather. I'll jump in too. One, I want to kind of just recognize Brooke for a second with the comment that she shared. I am also in kind of an environment around family that they don't understand the process that I'm going through. So to them, it's something that's wrong, that's bad, that, they, label me like I'm delusional and crazy. And they think because I'm not doing, I also, like you, had a successful career in the corporate industry that I walked away from. And now I'm basically living with very little things, but I'm actually much happier. So I'm trying to remind myself that doing little things for myself, even if it's taking time to meditate, if it's just enjoying my shower, just getting out in the sunshine, taking a walk, financially, I'm kind of waiting to see what's going to come from this. So I don't have a lot of that at the moment, but right. I know that it's coming. And I know that in the meantime, those are other little things I can do to just feel really good. And it's not like a chore. It's something that it's a privilege that I have the time to do.
Absolutely. And thank you, ladies, for sharing and opening up to that vulnerability. I feel that so much. It can be the small things and the celebration of, I actually was present in the moment. In my shower, I experienced how good it felt to have the warm water or the cold water, depending on what you like, running down me. And I had my music turned up and I just looked like a freak in there and I didn't care. I relate to the energy around being judged for being awakened spiritually. I will share a little bit. I grew up, I am the second oldest in 13 children. I grew up in a cult, and our cult was basically ostracized from any world influence. We never had a TV. We didn't have internet. We didn't have anything. Women were taught that their voice and how they felt about anything did not matter. And there was the total patriarchal control and dominance in the environment. And to this day, I am told that because I can hear from spirits that I'm going to hell or I'm serving the devil or whatever else. And I was completely cut off from what I knew to be love and connection, and was forced into a marriage that was just because you've had sex and you're not married and you're going to go to hell. So we're going to make you guys get married, and we're going to have that. My dad had such a dominant, powerful control over me that I was absolutely terrified of taking a stand. And the beautiful thing is, it hurts. And it's really, really healthy to acknowledge that it hurts when you are not seen as who you truly are and you are taken as a lunatic. Actually, I found out that in my corporate world that my former colleagues, share pictures of me doing like oracle readings or share different photos, and they laugh and they say, "Oh, she must have taken a hit off the pipe, like she's crazy." And the beautiful thing is as you guys go through these next 5 days, you are going to see that the possibility and the magic and everything that you have been chasing your entire life to feel sits right outside of your comfort zone. And being outside your comfort zone means you will look different than everyone else who is clocking into a job every single day, who is unsatisfied, unhappy, and not caring for the people around them the way they should. We are different. We aren't crazy. We aren't loco, but we are different because we acknowledge our gifts and our powers. And that is what's going to set us apart. And there will be a day they're going to come back to you and be like, are you hiring? Will you help me out? I'm in a really bad place. And the beauty is when we let go of the anger, because I'm gonna be talking about anger tomorrow a little bit, because anger can pop up in physical issues like autoimmune diseases, constant headaches, the inability to function the way you desire because of this anger that might just be silent within, and so we don't acknowledge it as anger. And I had to go really deep because I knew I had very strong anger against my parents. I was, pretty much forced to raise, my brothers and sisters by the time I was, 9 years old, and forced to work on the farm and milk cows at 5 a.m. in the morning, and forced to help financially provide at the age of 15. And there was just a lot of anger. And so I'm just here to say it's okay to be called crazy right now. And it's okay to not be seen for who you are right now, because the world is going to see who you are. The world will see your gifts. And I'm here to help you become the impact that you have been desiring to be in the world, because I have walked the journey and I know how to get there. And I'm going to take you all there, because that is my heart and my soul and my love and my passion. Deep breath. Whew. That was deep. Does anyone else have anything they would like to chime in on that? Okay, we are going to move to the next page of the workbook. Unicorns don't stay in the same place. Unicorns don't stay where they are comfortable. They fearlessly explore and adventure through the world. And it's very interesting because we were just talking about this, and here we are on this page. So you'll see the comfort zone is this little circle, right? It's where the horses hang. It's the same old routine. It's the feeling of being unsatisfied, stuck, trapped, the, continual just clock in, clock out, same issues with the coworkers, same this and that. It comes up in irritability, anxiety, and depression because we are not utilizing the gift and the genius within us. And it's always dreaming the dream and having the desire and seeing the rainbow from afar, but never realizing that the rainbow can be touched. You can hold the rainbow in your hands. So outside your comfort zone, which is where all of you lovelies are, Christine, Andy, Heather, Amber, Brooke, and everyone else who is joining the 5-day experience in our retreat, you are outside your comfort zone. You have said yes to coming into a place where the unicorns hang out. It's where the magic happens. It's where your opportunities arise. It's where memories are going to be made, friendships created. It's going to be where you create your own rainbow and you begin to experience what true living and fulfillment, excitement, and adventure feels like. So we are going to, I'm going to have you guys kind of work on this tonight and tomorrow morning, whenever you have time. But I really want you to kind of look at the comfort zone and where you've been feeling stuck in your life. What negative beliefs are causing you to stay stuck in these areas. And then we're going to go into the outside comfort zone. And we can talk about this in the chats on the group about what ways you can break out of your comfort zone. I'll probably put up some prompt posts and we can all talk about it under there. And what possibilities and magic awaits outside your comfort zone. I want you to dream over the next 30 days. What is one magical possibility that you have been thinking about and desiring that would be absolutely erotically pleasurable and exciting for you to see happen in your life over the next 30 days? So I would love to know what that one thing could be. And I will put a question in the group and we can all talk about it. We are going to hold that energy. We are going to talk about manifesting. A lot of people don't do manifesting correctly. Therefore, they are not experiencing the results to what they believe they're trying to manifest because they are not actually creating the manifestation in the right process that the universe, the divine, Mother Earth, the goddess desires from us. So we're going to talk about the true manifesting and the beauty of doing it in a way that truly aligns with our goddess within. Here is the next beautiful page. Unicorns shit rainbows. They don't care that there is sucky, stinky, yucky things in their life. They shine despite all of it. If you're like me in any way, people have said to you, oh my gosh, you're always so positive. Oh my gosh, you always see the positive in the negatives. Like, oh my gosh, you're always looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. You're always seeing, when we're all talking about it as a shit show, you're talking about the rainbow at the other side. Who else can relate to that? Who else feels that? Who else knows that? Anybody? So we're going to talk about the sucky things in your life. We're going to be real and honest. We're going to be awake. We're going to know what's going on that we're not happy with in our life. Then we're going to talk about how have you allowed them to affect you? And this can be your private journaling. And then how can you shine through them? Now, if at any time as you're working through this worksheet, something comes up for you, I am here for you 100%. I will answer each and every one of your questions. You can voice message me. You can text me through Messenger. You can reach out to me. And if you're like, hey, I've worked on this part and I'm really not sure how I can shine through them right now, or I know that this thing is sucky and I know it's affecting me in some way, but I don't know exactly the root of how it's affecting me. I would like to kind of define that in a deeper way. I want to be here for you 100%. I am here for you 100%. So if anything on this worksheet comes up for you, reach out. I'm here for you. Then here is your next worksheet. Unicorns set boundaries. Okay, let's get down to the hashtag real talk. All this galloping and glitter and rainbows is fun, but unicorns still have to set boundaries, especially unicorns. What do you think their horn is for? Unicorns can stay in a flow of magic because they don't take shit from anybody. And as empaths, as healers, as those of us that have these gifts, but we haven't set the correct boundaries in our life, we are the ones who usually are walking around in our beautiful rainbow outfit and have the bird shit land on top of our head because of our boundaries not being in a healthy place. So we are going to talk about the people in your life who may be trying to take advantage of your kindness and your glitter. People that will cross your lines and test your limits. People that will walk all over your magic and take. They drain you. They do not serve you with any purpose of fulfillment. They do not fill you up and then you're able to kind of have this resource of fill me up, I fill you up. And we express our pain and sorrow, and then we fill each other up, but it's a constant take, take, take. So I want you to evaluate what people in your life have you allowed to cross your boundaries, and why do you believe that you may be allowing this behavior in your life? Why are you allowing these boundaries that you know are off-putting to you, that you're not enjoying, that you know doesn't feel good to you, but you just haven't set the boundary? So we're going to kind of look at the why. Why may you be allowing that in your life? You aren't going to get anywhere being a doormat. You must demand respect. Now, this comes from the warrior, the warrioress, the goddess of war. She is both love, peace, and war, and she will demand respect. And we as healers, we as geniuses, we as female, we as goddesses must demand our respect. And it is very imperative for us to be able to demand that respect, make the waves, because that is how we create change in the world. And that is how change happens in our own life and in our relationships. It is okay to remind people where your boundaries are. Christine, yes, boundaries need work. Heather, love that. Yes, boundaries being set. Unicorn, unicorn. You are worthy of being respected. Don't let anyone crush your magic. You've been allowing someone or something to crush your magic for way too long. So long that you are here in this place where you know you have magic, but you don't know how to touch your own magic and bring it out to full expression. That's why you are here. And I am here to help you touch your magic again. I am here to help you demand your respect. And I am here so that you can create the epic life that you have been called to serve and give with your gift. But first, we will not allow our magic to be crushed. And that starts with us in our group. We will not crush each other's magic. We will not have degrading conversation. We will not have hurtful conversations. We will be full of love and peace, and we will go to war for each other. But in this group, we are each other's supporters. And so there will never be, that is a boundary I have. We will not stomp on each other's magic. We will not feel jealous of each other's magic, and we will not feel competitive of each other's magic. We all have our own magic and our unique gift and business to give to the world. There is no competition. You are in competition with yourself. You've always been in competition with yourself. And no one can do what you are called to do. So there's enough pie for every single one of us, and there is no competition within our group. There is all love, there is all support, and there is all growing together and creating cash flow, magic, and love. Heather, I am definitely love, peace, and war. Virgo sun, Aries moon, Pisces rising. I'm full of love, but I don't take shit from anyone. I love it. I love it. I am Cancer sun, Cancer moon, and Virgo sun. So we are going to talk about what are some polite yet assertive sentences that you can say the next time they try to cross your boundary. Again, as you're going through this worksheet over the next 24 hours, if something comes up for you and you're like, I really could use some guidance on what are some things I could say, or this is a specific situation. So how do I say this to this person? I can help you and guide you. We can even do an oracle pull for it. I'm huge on getting in touch with your guides to navigate these kinds of situations. Oh yeah, Heather. Now our next beautiful guide worksheet. I love that you're all here. Is everybody doing good with time and everything? I hope you're all doing okay. You can always hop off if you need to. I absolutely love you being here. But it was really important for me to release this ebook in a way that I share what's coming from my heart in this book for you guys, that I share what I desire to see as you guys go through it. Because if you're like me, I've downloaded 1,000 freebies and haven't done them before. I've, tried this and that and haven't actually done the work. And in this retreat, we are here to show up. We are here to do the actual work, and we are here to grow. We're here to find our cash flow. We're here to find our magic. We're here to find our next steps in love and in money and in business and in raising children and wherever you're at in life. And so we're here to do the work together. And so it's really important that I don't just drop it in the group and be like, here's your ebook, without going through the heart of it. So unicorns aren't confined to reality. Those beliefs you have about what you can and can't have, what is possible and what isn't possible, are chaining your dreams down. It is time to burn those beliefs to the ground. It's time to do what you've been told is impossible, either by your own protection of the brain or others. It is time to break free from the mental box of how it should be, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and it's time to create your new magical world. And that's why you're here. You have been magnetized to the calling of your new magical world. And I'm so grateful that you're here. So you're going to go through this worksheet. You're going to talk about your limiting beliefs and what you hold about the items below. Your limiting beliefs around money, around work, around home, and anything else. I can't travel because of this and this, or I don't get to have the love life that I desire because I'm this and this. Whatever's coming up, I want you to bring it to full honesty right here, because we are not going to let these control our mindset during our retreat. And tomorrow, we are going to do a little ritual of saying goodbye to these limiting beliefs together. And so if you don't do any other parts of the worksheet, I am asking that page 9, if you would please take time to do page 9. Tomorrow evening, I'll be posting a poster. We'll be doing a ritual to release and say goodbye to the limiting beliefs so that we can have a powerful experience of awakening her. We are going to rewrite our new positive beliefs in this set right here. Unicorns make magic. We do not wait around for magic to appear. We don't sit and pout waiting for a miracle, or saying our manifestations aren't working, or we're just not good enough, or I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. No, we create our own freaking magic. We create our money, we create our family, we create our love, and we create our power. This is hashtag real talk. There are things in life that we all complain about, and we don't do anything about it. We complain about the boss. We complain about not finding love. We complain about being in a situation where we're unhappy. We complain about the car that needs the windshield fixed. We complain about we need to get the vacuuming done, right? There's all the way down to the little things. And we vent on these certain circumstances and situations, and it's almost a playlist on repeat in our brain. And we blame our surroundings on why these specific things will never change. So we start to blame the surroundings. We blame people. We blame circumstances. We blame our boss for not allowing our advancement in the company and our money. We blame the bank for not allowing us to be able to do this or that, or give us the loan for a home. We blame our kids for making our floor so dirty. And so like you're constantly having to vacuum, whatever it may be. Pointing blame will always be easier, and it will always be easier to deny that we have control over our situation. Why? Because it is more comfortable and it takes us off the hook of having to take real action for what we are unhappy about. Yes, shit is gonna happen that is out of our control. There is no denying that. It's part of life. Things happen. It hurts. It sucks. It's yuck. It happens. But the choosing of how we respond from our soul within, and the way we choose to either stand up and say, okay, I know this sucks. I'm acknowledging the part of it that sucks. I'm not going to be crazy and like, oh no, I can't see anything bad in my life and nothing horrible in my life, and I just live on rainbows all day, because we are humans. We are embodied in human. We are connected to very divine spiritual source, but we are human. So we will experience shit that is not fun in our lives. It's part of life and being human. Oh, Heather, so much love. So excited for tomorrow. Remember worksheet number 9. And I'm popping the link into the group so you can download it, or all of you can just send me your email address and I will send you the email with it. So whichever you prefer, but I will be popping it in so you can download it. Okay, love? Thank you so much for coming. So when you're unhappy with something, it's time that we're going to stop sitting on it. We're going to empower ourselves to take action towards serious change. You've got this. You've got this. Hear it. You've got this. You have this. So we are going to take time to do mighty action. We are going to learn more and more about being a unicorn. We're going to learn more about throwing our glitter around to the world. And when it's time to make freaking magic, baby, we're here to make magic. We're going to make magic together. Okay, my loves. So that is what I'm going to share as far as the ebook goes. Now, if you guys want to come on live, I'm going to stop my share. If you want to come on live, I would absolutely love to pull an oracle reading for whoever is desiring. And any questions that have come up. Brooke, to everyone, love all of this. Does anyone want an oracle card pulled for them tonight? Is there a question that they're kind of feeling coming up for them tonight? Brooke says, yes, please. What is your question, Brooke? What is your question tonight? I'm so honored and grateful. I'm so honored and grateful for each of you lovely women. I know life hasn't been easy to you. And I know life hasn't been fair to you. And I know that there's been a lot of pain. But you are here, and your pain is going to become your magic potion. And your pain is not going to bring others into trauma bonding with you. Your pain is going to bring hope. And I'm very, very passionate about that difference. And I want you to know that I see and hear each and every one of you. I hear the soul. I hear the pain. I feel I've lost this many years. I've given up this and that. Brooke asks, let's all hold some space for her right now, okay? She says, I had a thing happen with my husband. If I lay down the law, is it going to turn out the way I want with him? Choosing us and him going to therapy. Brooke, I am going to ask you the question differently. If you lay down the law and it doesn't change him choosing you or going to therapy, how would you feel? Because I'm sensing that you almost feel like you have to hold some sort of guilt. And I will tell you, I understand anger. I understand anger. There is a time and a place for true anger. Now, punching holes in a wall, most likely that comes from childhood. It's the only expression of knowing how to express anger, and usually anger that was not heard or was wiped under the rug by parents, grandparents, whatever it may be, has brought that out. Brooke, I understand. I understand. Can I tell you something though? Trust the process. And I don't think this is a time for you to, unless you are in physical danger and abuse, it negates everything that I'm getting ready to say, because I believe that at that time and point, you must walk away for the safety of you and your child. But if it's a wall punched, if it's anger, if it's a situation, the love of my life, he's the love of my life. We've been together almost, it's like 4 years now. He's the love of my life. My 3-year-old is him and I's together, and he has adopted my 3 older children as his own. There was a true weakness of anger, a true weakness of anger. And that anger could bring about, throwing something or dropping something heavily down, or, kind of swearing and cursing loudly. And there was a time and a place where I could have said, I'm going to walk away. I can't hold this energy. But it was during my own spiritual awakening. And do you want to know something beautiful? As I have grown in my own spiritual awakening and have gone into truly taking care of myself, letting go of the nag, because it's easy for us to feel the insecurity when they have anger. And so we begin to be very naggy and clingy and overbearing. And if you can release some of that and say, listen, I absolutely love you. You're going through a hard time. We all are. I want you to know that I'm going to give you the space you need, and I'm going to focus on my healing right now. And when I get back from my healing, now that's a different situation. That's a different situation. And I'm not sure the whole context of it. But I think at that point, it doesn't matter, right? Like, does it matter if he's going to choose you and go to therapy or still be angry? It wouldn't matter, because all that would matter is that you and your child are safe. So you have to let go of looking into the future. And I need you to really look at the current. What is going on currently? Why are you afraid it will be you or the child next time? Has there been that case in the past? where you have been touched or hurt. I will draw you an oracle card, but I would like you to hold yourself for a moment. And I want you to ask the question in a way that will give you true guidance on your next step in this relationship instead of the fear. And just see, some of this might be trauma leading. Some of this could be trauma leading from past experience. How do I go forward? How do I go forward? If all of you can take a deep breath with me and hold this beautiful woman in your energy as we connect to her guidance. That card jumped right out. Let's see what it says. Can you guys see me? I don't know if I can. I don't see myself. Make sure. There's Julianne. I'm trying to make sure you all can see me. Okay, good. Can you see the card? You received ocean. You received the ocean. And here is your wisdom, my love. I flow with my feelings and I am free to be. You are beautiful and you are a sensitive human being. The ocean and water are strongly linked to the subconscious mind. The oceans and the depth to which the human psyche goes. Water and ocean are symbolic of the vast nature of the human condition, representing chaos and destruction, primal instinct, and the release and purification of the soul. It is an emotional journey that symbolizes the ebb, flow, and flexibility of humanity. Water represents the potential of all things manifest into existence, containing all life. Your emotions are allowing for the beauty and the flow of your creativity. You tap into the world in a meaningful way. It is time for you to truly trust your feelings with great compassion, but also take a step back to personally nurture yourself and understand why some of the rawness of the emotions that are battling your own inner discomfort are creating this outer fear. So from your reading, I am not picking up on dangerous energy of harm. I am picking up on trauma. I'm picking up on fear from past experiences and fear that it's going to be just like last time. You are not in a relationship just like last time. Remember that. And as you just take a moment to work on yourself during these next 5 days, I believe there'll be a lot of clarity that comes to you in your next steps. You have to heal your own crap and you've got to let him heal his, because he will heal in a very different way. But the power of the female is our feminine, divine feminine power is when we start to heal, it automatically begins to heal the divine masculine within our presence. I believe you need to trust that you need to take a step back, give him the space he needs. You cannot try to emotionally become okay or feel connected because there's this insecurity. You need to back up from that and allow yourself to get secure with your own emotion of self, grounding into you and your securities of who you are and what you are on a journey to do. And as these 5 days grow into a beautiful journey, you are going to receive clarity and wisdom in the circumstance. But right now, you are okay, and you are being called to truly take a step back, be who you are, be loving, be kind, but let him heal his shit, because you're on your journey to heal your shit. And when two are together and on a journey, it's going to look different from both sides of the window. Okay, my love? So much love to you. Thank you, Amber, Brooke, everyone who stayed on this entire time. Amber, did you have a card you would like pulled? Did you want to put a message in? Did you want to ask for a reading? I would absolutely love to give you one. You've been on the whole time. Would absolutely love to hear your thoughts. How are you doing? You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Brooke. Well, I am going to say have a beautiful night. I'm going to post in the group this beautiful, amazing. Oh, it looks like Christine is joining us again. Let's see if it lets her back in. But I am going to post in the group so that you may download your gorgeous unicorn guide, work on the number 9 worksheet, and I am sending so much love. And Christine, did you want to receive an oracle reading tonight? Did you have a question? And if your internet is being slow, feel free to text it into the text box, or you can try speaking if that's easier for you. Just see it. But if you would like a reading tonight, I am here for you. I'm here for Amber. So just speak up if you would desire. All right, Christine, you are saying wisdom from my guides, please. I would absolutely love to know, my love, when you're asking for wisdom from your guides, what aspect of your life are you asking for wisdom in? My spiritual path of service. Let's hold Christine in our energy. Christine's spiritual path of service. Spiritual path of service. Guides, do hear us. Spiritual guides, hear our call. You, my love, have received the feather. Feather. It is absolutely gorgeous. And
Wow.
I am being, it's beautiful.
I love feathers.
Do you love feathers? That's amazing. I am being guided by a higher level of knowledge. That is your mantra. This message serves as a reminder that you are surrounded by divine light and source energy. You are an extension of it, and it flows through you. When you feel unsure and are desiring validation or a message from spirit, this is a hint that divine guidance is helping you. You froze again? Can you hear me? The beautiful thing is this is recorded. And so I'm going to read it to you and you'll be able to watch the replay as well.
Okay.
When you feel unsure, when you are seeking validation or a message from spirit, this is a hint that your divine guidance is helping you along your path. Spirit is gently nudging you in the direction of where you are supposed to go. Make space. Allow your fear to melt away. Your connection with spirit is becoming stronger and clearer. Make space for yourself and allow your removal of anxiety. Connect with what you need and know at this time. Your thoughts illuminate. These ideas will be new, meaningful, and intuitive messages that begin flowing through you. The universe never ceases to exist, and you must trust that it is holding you, making every effort to communicate with you. Your higher level of consciousness is connected to your higher self, and it is your guiding path in this time. Settle into your serenity. Settle into your serenity. Trust in your light. You are intuitive. Your senses are beginning to open and guide you. And as you open and allow spirit, your attention to the subtle form of communication will become clear. You are on the path of divine guidance.
Okay, I didn't expect that.
Absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
It says feathers are symbolic of the connection between spirit and intuition, a higher way of thinking and receiving messages from beyond. They are associated with the element air. And when feathers are worn on the head, they are symbolic of a connection to a higher power and intellectual knowing. Feathers are woven into coats and worn in ritual to represent a sacred journey to the spiritual realms. In shamanism, it is a reference to the upper, middle, and lower worlds. Coming into contact with a feather is a symbol to have faith in something more.
Wow.
So much love.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Wasn't ready for that, but
How are you feeling?
pretty lightheaded about
Yes.
that.
Yes, drink some water. When you
And not saying that comically because it's a feather's light, but
right.
oh wow. Yeah.
When you ask, especially in the way I operate, when you ask, you receive. When you ask, you receive. And that's the peace you can rest in. I'm not going to give you fancy words and tickled ears. When you ask, you will receive the message that needs to be said to you and for you. And it comes from your spiritual guidance to you. And that is the beauty of when you say my spiritual path for service, you ask, you will receive, and you will be given the comfort in knowing that you are in a place where my feet are on the ground. I've got all of you. You guys are going to go into deep spiritual exploration. You're going to be figuring out a lot of your truest selves and your truest purpose and your deeper spiritual wisdom. My feet are on the ground. We are safe. We are planted. You are safe, each and every one of you. And I want you to always remember that. And I will always keep reminding you that throughout the 5 days, because this experience is spiritual. It is awakening, and it is a transformation that you will not walk away from this retreat the same as when you came into it. And that is the beauty of it. But you are safe, and my feet are on the ground for you, all of you. I am grounded. I am connected. I have my guides. I have my mentors. I have my shaman. I have everything supporting and holding me as I bring you guys through this course and through this awakening.
Okay.
I've got all
Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up tonight. And I am so excited to see you all tomorrow morning. I will be putting the guide into the group, and we are going to have an absolutely amazing experience. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Our class is going to be on Facebook, or is it going to be on Zoom?
So I will be doing the teachings on Facebook Live, the actual teachings. But then I will be opening up Zoom room opportunities to come in and have kind of like a debrief or
And
kind of
network
talk
with
about things
my
that are-
laptop, so Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the trainings and the actual content will be taught through a Facebook Live. All right. So much love, everyone. Have a beautiful night. I will see you all tomorrow for day 1. And make sure, if you haven't introduced yourself in the group, introduce yourself so that I can put your name in the drawing for the beautiful self-love crystal healing kit. It's absolutely beautiful. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
How do I leave here?